Hi, gang. How are you? See, first in the house, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Chewy, Lumpy Dog, Chevy Fish. I think I misscheduled everything. John Oliver, yeah, it was. I apologize. What is up? I must have misscheduled it, so sorry. And, yep, Mobb, Guppy. Exactly correct. So I'm here. VB23. Absolutely. What's up with you? Must have misscheduled. I had like a busy morning. I woke up late. I had to go to the office for a bit. In fact, I'm wrapping up some work in the office right now. I'm uploading something. Renee, hey, you know what? Anytime anybody gives something to hang out with us, I'm fine with that. Bolo's up in my lap. I had an appointment today at the office, and I got back here probably about a half hour ago. Had to walk Bolo, had to get a couple of things done around the house, and so here I am. How y'all doing? First year in college, VB23? Oh yeah, you're busy. You're busy. Yeah, there you go. Got fed some brine shrimp or plankton. There you go. I've got let's see, I gave my fish some Daphnia for breakfast. Let's see, Renee says, tired today, did a bunch yesterday. Fantastic. No, I get it. I had a busy week at work. We had a new guy start at the office. And since I'm a middle manager, you know what I did all week? I trained. So I had to get done what I normally get done at the office. Plus, I had to train. And since the person isn't doing exactly what I do, it's not like I can train him on what I'm doing. That's not what his role is. So there you go. On the weekend, you mix flakes and frozen. Weekdays pellets. Yep. Yeah, I treat my I do the live baby brine every week, but obviously you're at school VB23. Um, and I do frozen foods. The frozen Daphnia, they go nutso over that. So I put a bunch of, let's see, I did 4 cubes. Hey, Chevy Fish. Sorry that I misgave my time. I think I was way too tired this morning. I got up and it was just nutso. So I got the fish stuff done. I've got to do some water changes today. I appreciate that you're worried. Yeah, do you know what? VB23, there's for my deal on the extreme flakes, there's only one I would use. I have not used them yet for guppies because what they have is um, not high enough protein for guppies. There's like one that's above 50%. The rest are like 38%, 39%, which is too low. You want high protein food for guppies, but it depends. Yeah, the hype train is a lot, BB23. My thinking on is that I feed a variety of foods to my fish and go from there. Spirulina flake, yeah. Do you know what? I have some of that. I feed that to my Amica splendens, and I give it to my guppies. Um, I give it to my guppies, probably about once, twice a week. And I've got mine from Your Fish Stuff off of eBay. And I thought I'd give it a try out because of spirulina flake and stuff like that. Bingo. Yeah, VB23, you'd like this. So you need to check it out. Your Fish Stuff. And yeah, it's a good price. It's a good product. So I feed that to my Amica splendens. I have two different types of vegetable flakes I give to the micas, plus the zucchini or a yellow squash or a cucumber, just depending on what I have. And there you go. Yeah, it's good. Alice, what's up in Norway, my people's homeland? Is it above freezing in Norway? What is the weather in beautiful Oslo? That is a good question. Bolo's here. He's on my lap. He's laying upside down. Yeah, VB23. Yeah, my deal is I get it with the goldfish for growth and that. And again, each fish, the nutrition needs of every fish are a little bit different. So it's so you have to feed to where you're at. And because I do guppies, high protein is my jam. Is my jam. And let's see, what am I feeding right now to my guppies? Okay, I have a mix of earthworm flake with brine shrimp flake mixed in the same deal. And I got that from our good friends at Fancy Tail Aquatics. And it's a good food. I'll probably do that again. I have the Doug Gray high protein mix. I like that a whole lot. I think it's real tasty, and they love it. So I give that. They get one or two feedings of either each day, and then of course the brine shrimp, and today frozen stuff. Oh, you live in Bergen? Yep. Well, you see, there you go. It's let me look this up. Bergen, Norway weather. Oh, it's not going to be bad today. 58 degrees. Gonna get to 60. You're gonna get some rain later on this week. Yeah, it's nice. Nice. Let's see what's going on in Oslo, just because. Yeah, it's 50 degrees on a Saturday in Oslo. That's nice. Yeah, it's that's all good. Here, we're getting up to about 83 today. Yeah, Ken's fish, brine, shrimp. I'll tell you what, I've gotten a couple of things from Ken's. I really like it. I may do that next as well. Ken's has good stuff. Yeah. Griffin Fish Room in the house. Chewy in the house. Said hi to Chewy earlier, but he had popped out because I put the wrong time for my stupid live stream. Because obviously I made a mistake, which we all do. Bolo today, just a little thing about Bolo's behavior today. He's been like, if I get up and move, he wants to be with me at all particular moments. He knows it's the weekend. Posiwi, how are you? Hey, by the way, I got your note, Posiwi, on the duckweed. I'm building up my duckweed population, and I'm going to send you a big, huge thing of it. So, and I'll let you know what the mail, what the price to put in the mail is. But yeah, it's on. It's I'm working on it. I'm getting it together for you. So there you go. Yeah. So Bolo, for whatever reason today, he is following me around. Here's the deal: is that in the mornings, he really wants to be in my lap, and then as the day goes on, he's going to disappear and go to the back room. 70, but windy. Yeah, it's going to be windy later on today. It's going to be in the low 80s. Tomorrow I'm going to mow the lawn. Normally I like doing that first thing in the morning, as soon as I think my neighbors are awake, and get that done. So I'll do that tomorrow morning, like 9ish or so, and go from there. The man who taught Stevie Ray Vaughan how to play the guitar, Peter Thiel. No, I'm the guy who taught Steamy Ray Vaughan If you ever watched that episode of South Park, you'll know it's know my deal. Doug Gray in the house, everybody. Just talking about your high protein fish food, Doug. So I've done some big water changes this week. I'm going to do some more later on, and so that's good. It's good all the way around. Diet Dr. Pepper. Do you know what? This is like the second to last one in the fridge. So after I'm done with the live stream today, before I start doing my water changes, I have a whole case of Diet Dr. Pepper. It's going to go in that fridge. VB23, I'm not over the top on soda. I just have one day, well, this is diet. It's better for the teeth. Brush your teeth a lot. It's good. That's what I do. I try to brush my teeth at least once a day, no matter what. Do you know what? I saw a Subaru on the side of the road the other day. Yeah, it is acidic. You're right, VB23. That's why you have to brush your teeth and usually eat with it. But I only have like 2 of these a day. So, and as soon as we're done with the live stream today, I'm gonna have lunch. I'll brush my teeth like a good boy. Let's see. The pandemic's affecting zoos and aquariums. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chewy. For zoos and aquariums, stuff like that. If I don't know. I try to give some money to a charity every time I get paid, and that's even when people buy fish from me. I donate. I received an order for fish yesterday, and I sent money to the Salvation Army to help people who are homeless. But I've also sent money to the Los Angeles Zoo, the San Diego Zoo, the Peregrine Fund, and I try to go and support charities that do stuff. Yeah, I saw that story, Renee, about animals in some of the zoos are getting depressed because they're not, they look at us as entertainment for them. And of course, lions and tigers and such, they look at us as potential meals. There you go, VB23. Good for you. Yeah, it's so I give a portion of my, and this is not virtue signaling. If you don't do it, that's fine. I'm not trying to guilt trip, but this is what I do. Is that I end up giving some money to different charities that help people. There's a organization here in Joplin that's helping people get off drugs. I help them. Hey, Charity. Hi, Peter. My name is Charity. Joke. Okay. Alice, were you swiping packages again? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. It's it's Feed America. It's a good organization. But there's a lot of organizations that do really good work, and you have to investigate them because some of them are not that good. But there's a lot that do really good work, and and giving money to help them out, even if it isn't a lot of money, it's helpful. So it's so I go through and it's the one place I always give money to when I'm doing like wildlife stuff is I normally give it to one of the organizations that's working to save the California condor because I really like that. But again, it's just sort of the deal from there. Let's see here. And of course, one of my biggest charities is Bolo, which is $84 a month, everybody. $84 a month to keep him healthy and happy. Himalayan bamboo. Yeah, and bamboo, by the way, it's for the pandas have to eat a lot of it because it just has almost no nutritional value. The shipping docks are shutting down. Color Guppies. Hey, how are you? Appreciate you. Even if you're lurking, again, anybody who spends time, it's all good. It costs you nothing to keep the upkeep of the fish room butler. There you go. So so other than that, it's yeah, I'm having like a wave of fry right now in my guppy tanks all over the place, which is cool. What's the difference between a Subaru owner and a carp? One is a bottom feeding scum sucker and the other one is a fish. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, you know what? Chevy Fish, they've been trying to save the Condor, I think, since the 60s, but 70s really came in. 80s where they really did the work. And now it's now the Condor has not officially recovered, but so much closer. It's no longer on the edge of extinction, which is terrific. They were down to like 22 of them at one point, so it's all good. I'll be quiet for a second, see if you can hear Bolo snore. I'm guessing you didn't hear that. He's snoring away. He's got all four of his feet up, and I'm rubbing one of his legs and his chest. This is sort of what he wants me to do. So that's why I'm reaching with this hand to get the Diet Dr. Coke, because if I lift it off Bolo will all of a sudden get up, and then you never know what he wants. He may want to walk again. Yep, bamboo is the deal with getting that much bamboo to the U.S. of A, especially that COVID bamboo. Yeah, it's kind of like purring like a cat. You guys heard him, huh? Yeah, just yep. So he's a happy camper. Valley Fish, what's up? How are you doing? Yeah, I would think, Posiwi, you should have some guppy fry. Absolutely. Probably before that. Water changes and weekend chores. Yep. I've got to go. When I'm done here, I'm going to do eat lunch, do the dishwasher. And I've got to go run to Walmart to get some veggies because My fish needs zucchini, and they need it now. I'm watching a big slice of it, get totally nailed. It's I cut it in half, about 3 inches down. I'll say hi to Kaler if I see him at the Walmart. I'm going to the Webb City Walmart, I believe, which is in Webb City, Missouri, one of the up and coming suburbs of Joplin. I learned something is that the old logo for Joplin used to be the home of zinc. Mining for zinc was sort of a big deal here. And I like to call it Zinc City. Zinc City, everybody. In beautiful Zinc City. Everybody staying safe with the COVID? Do you guys know anybody who has picked it up? Yeah. Eating veggies or fish art? Yes, they are. Absolutely. This one that I'm looking over at my 65 that one of my super reds is working on. I mean, I left the peel on and, probably about 2-3 inches, and it's just almost completely gone. They took care of the outside. Now they're just getting rid of the rest. Yeah, I know people. I don't know anyone personally who has lost their life to COVID, but I know, I'm guessing about 10 people who've had it. Two people have been hospitalized. A buddy of my brother's, my big brother, he was in the hospital on a ventilator for almost 2 months. And this guy's like in his 50s. He's like in pretty good health. And at least as you look at it. Then I have a guy I used to work with. He's at like his mid 40s, but he has diabetes really out of control. Really out of control. And he got it. And I was concerned about him. This guy lost a part of a leg to diabetes. Yep, the governor of Missouri and the first lady of Missouri have COVID. Also, the governor of Virginia has it. Here are the Cobras during a special on Stevie Ray Vaughan. By the way, Steamy Ray Vaughan is the best. So Bolo, by the way, has made friends with a couple of neighborhood cats. Gomer Pyle of Texas had it. Yep. It's your brother's stepdaughter had it. Yeah. Ah, excellent. Well, I'm all about Japanese punk, so put me in. I'll have to listen to them. Ramones were the greatest, absolutely greatest. I actually have, and I guess I'll remind myself to put it on live stream. I went to the grave site of Joey Ramone in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. I put a rock on the top there. Hey, John Oliver's here. Party can begin. Want to be sedated? You say that daily? Yep, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So my sister saw a picture of me and she said, "You need a haircut." Well, my brother's growing out his beard. He's been working at home and he's in Southern California. He's been at home working since March. And his beard is getting to the point of like ZZ Top like type of length. And of course, I said, as soon as he shaves his beard, I'll get a haircut. And if I'm going to get a haircut, I'm going to get the Karen cut, which would look really funny on me considering I don't have a lot of hair up front. The Karen haircut's been very popular for a long time. And I have a feeling we're not going to see it anymore. Nothing wrong with singing in Japanese. That's fine. I've often thought this is that singers in the United States, we have singers from all sorts of different backgrounds. And if you go to a symphony and see a symphony play, a lot of the musicians are Asian. And but we don't have a lot of bands with Asian lead singers until I guess the Korean kids who are now real popular with the young people. And I haven't quite figured out why that is. We've had bands, different Asian type background, Hispanic singers, black singers, white singers. It's like every group. So yeah, K-pop. You're exactly correct, Alice. And so it's interesting to me. And I don't know why that is. And it's just an interesting observable. So it's just, and I don't know the whole deal there. I swear to you, I've tried to buy stuff from Flip Aquatics. Every time I go there and go, okay, I'm ready, he's sold out. Doug Gray, there's a reason why to make your bed. I read a news story about this, is that if you make your bed every day, you are very likely to, if you have a lady over to your home, be able to enjoy the wonders of her affection. For whatever reason, they say that people who make their beds are more lucky in love. So there you go. So that's kind of fun. And so that's good. Hold on one second here. I've got to just upload something for work. Okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. So it's all right. And last but not least, okay. All right, excellent. Let's see here. Our thing. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm just finishing this thing for work. So I put my hand off of Bolo. Bolo got down. He decided that he was going to go and enjoy the wonders of sleeping in the back bedroom. Yeah, I've gone a couple of times Flip Aquatics, and I want to support him. I think he's a good guy. I always bust his chops, by the way. He was on somebody else's live stream, and I don't know if it was Corvus or Corey or Steenfont, one of those guys. One of the Washington State Mafia members, and he was talking about that in his town. That uh, and that's and they he was talking about that fancy eating to him was going to Applebee's. So I bust his chops. I go, man, I feel like going to Applebee's. So it's all good. Yeah, dust mites, they're wonderful. It's let's see here. I'm going to look up the article. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, all right. All right, I think I found the article. By the way, I would think women would find attractive fish. Here's the article, by the way, and I'll text it to you, Doug. If you click on it, you're gonna be leaving the live stream, but it's a heck of a deal. Yeah, it's New York Post is always good. It's America's great. Let's see here. Oh no, I got it. By the way, I got a text from Doug. He's devastated. Demi Lovato broke up with her fiance of 2 months. What else can go wrong in 2020? You're absolutely correct. If love can't work for Demi Lovato, who can it work for? Norwegian meatballs better than Swedish meatballs? The Daily News, by the way, Doug, historically, I would agree with you. Today, not so much. New York Post is, of the two, is the better of the two right now. That changes, though. Sometimes the New York Post isn't that good, and New York Daily News is greater. By the way, when I lived in New York, who wants to read the New York Times? 16,000 word articles where the neat part of the subjects like in the 10th paragraph, or read the New York Post or New York Daily News and where the articles aren't quite as long, but they get to the good stuff right off the bat. I like that a whole lot. So yeah, I'm pro. Yeah, the Post sports writers are always good. What I like about it is that they hammer everybody. Absolutely hammer everybody. Yeah. Now, Alice, I know that you're a Norwegian, and you're a Norwegian loyalist, as you should be. And of course, I come from a mixed family, both Norwegians and Swedes. Um, Here's a question for you. Maybe you can go through it. Swedish sausage or Norwegian sausage? What is better? I think Swedish sausage is pretty good. Now, folks, if you've not had Swedish sausage, it's gray. Gray, not Jrey. Yeah, Alice, you have to. It's really good. It's really, really good. Swedish sausage is great. Yeah, you clean up your mind, Renee. I wasn't trying to be, silly or give innuendos. We don't do innuendos in this live stream. No innuendos. Hey, Aquarium Cop, how are you? I'll tell you what, Italian suppository innuendo. Great. Yes. Dragon Lair, how are you? Well, I get it. These are the jokes I can't tell. Oh man. It's this morning it was like 63 here. It's getting up to the low 80s. It's I do like 50 something because it's very, very good sleeping weather. Very, very good. One of my aunts lives in the San Francisco Bay Area. I lived there for about 1 year. And she took my ex-wife and I out to a Danish restaurant. And it was good. It was good, but I prefer the Norwegian Swedish food. I've not had lutefisk. I've had lefse. Remember, my dad was a season ticket holder to the Minnesota Vikings NFL team. Everybody, and there were guys who came up with cheers, and one of them went like this. Oh, now I lost it. Now I lost it. It'll come to me. I'll say it again. Air conditioning. Yeah, I've had to run air conditioning. I have a home full of aquariums. I know there are good rock bands from South America. Absolutely, I know that. It's yeah, it's in those Peruvian flute bands. I was in San Miguel de Allende. I have not heard of Shadowside. Alexa, play Shadowside.
Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper on Amazon Music.
Alexa, turn off. Okay, that gave me the wrong deal there. Yeah, I've been in Latin America. I've traveled it. I've driven through Mexico many a times. So in San Miguel de Allende was there, a nice hotel, went down to dinner, and they had one of those Peruvian flute bands. And you call your Alexa wiretap? I'll tell you what, my brother-in-law, career military guy, will not allow one in the house. But he has iPhones in the house. They're listening to him, so it's the same deal. If you have a phone, they're going through. If you have Windows 10, no, Alice, I have not. I have not. I use mine a lot. In fact, this morning I listened to when I said good morning to Alexa, it reminded me that today in 1969, Abbey Road was released by the Beatles. And it had been a long time since I'd listened to Abbey Road. My favorite Beatles record is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, followed by Rubber Soul. I also like Meet the Beatles. So I hadn't listened to Abbey Road in a long time because that's just never been at the highest level of my favorites. Revolver, also very good. Well, I went and listened to Abbey Road this morning, and I'm going, you know what? That's not the best Beatles album. I would put that down behind the White Album, behind Sgt. Pepper's Revolver, Meet the Beatles, Rubber Soul. I would put that below them. It just was not my favorite, not my favorite Beatles album. And it was kind of, it's actually kind of shocking, but it is what it is. It wasn't Anton Fig, was it, Chewy? Wasn't Anton Fig? Oh, I know who it is. Carmine Appice. Carmine Appice or Vinny Appice. Vinny Appice. There you go. There you go. You got to climb 4 poles? All right, Anthony. Be careful. Don't get shocked. Lurk away. Lurk away. Lurk away, Dixieland. Rob Rock or Bob Rock? I know Bob Rock. Cape Cod Creatures on Instagram has some amazing praying mantises. Yeah, I love those things. They're great. Absolutely great. By the way, I think both the Peace Brothers played on Kiss records during the Peter Criss era because Peter Criss, had a problem getting sober. So it's Carmine. And Vinny also did. So there you go. So it because it's so that was sort of the deal there. So that's a little bit of music trivia. Let's see here. Over 40 over 25 under 40. Well, I'm under 60, but over 20. That's Steely Dan. Heard that song the other day. Renee, thank goodness. Thank goodness. And one more tank after that. And don't worry, we'll keep saying you need more aquariums. Doug Gray and I, we just believe in more aquariums. I think all of us feel like more aquariums. Well, Rick Derringer, you know. All right. Shh. Shh. Your secret's safe with us, Renee. So, do you guys have anything exciting going on this weekend? Just besides me doing the exciting lawn work and doing water changes and going to the grocery store. That's pretty much it. Yeah, you know what, Valley, it's coming. It's coming. I received a note from somebody who I know about getting some Amica Splendens, and I sent him a note, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet. So I don't have a lot of Amicas to get rid of. I have some fry here, and I'll send out some older fry with one of the adult males, just so that you always make sure you have a male, and it'll be genetically a little bit different, so that's important. But yeah, that's let's see if I've heard back from that individual. And because the process of going out and getting the Amica Splendid set up, get as many people as possible with the Amicas. It's really important because that is a fish. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? Did I miss anybody else here? Yeah, it's mine basically for the most part, except for my big aquariums, are species only aquariums. My big ones have multiple. Um, that's really a good idea, Doug. I have this big walk-in closet. It'd be great for aquariums. There you go, Jeffrey. I've got to watch some football today. And I have a buddy of mine who's an Alabama homer. and Roll Tide. And so he calls me. He goes, if you want me to put a bet on with him whether Alabama is going to beat Missouri. Missouri's terrible. And I sat there and he goes, I'll front you some points. I go, well, like 70? Because Missouri's terrible. Terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's give me some points. Let's talk points. Point spread. I'll take Missouri on point spread if it's big enough. They're terrible. They're awful. So it's I'm not much of a sports bettor, so it's just the only sports I bet on are horses. That's it. All I want is horse money. That's it. Oh man, Peter, have you seen Veterinary Aquatics Fish Room tour of the guy in New Jersey? No, I have not. Goodyears. And I have not. And I'll check that out. Thanks for the heads up on that. It's there's one of the others Goodyears. I've looked at them all, by the way, and I thought the Amica I just thought was not to sound too shallow here. I thought it was the most beautiful of the Goodyears, but there was one that I saw, and I can't remember which one it was, that I thought was pretty cool. Not a shoes type of gal. Oh my God, that's my ex-wife would go into a shoe store, and she had unusually sized shoes or feet, I should say, and no one ever had her shoe size ever. And I'm just going, well, let's find the shoe that you like and let's order it through Amazon. Oh no, I want to go store to store till I get one. And so I'd be walking around, for 8 hours going looking at shoes, after about 20 minutes. But man, that's all I want. When I buy clothes for myself, I just go in, buy them, and get the heck out of Dodge. Ooh, some rare cichlids as well. There you go. Yeah, I'll check that one out. No, she did not have a big foot. No. Petite. You ain't shopping except for crystals, minerals, and fish stuff. Yeah, it's going into fish store. I'm all in. But again, yeah, you get me past about 20 minutes and I'm out of there unless it's really big. I like going in going, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. He has an orange and blue one of those live bears. Well, I'll check it out. Xenotoca Adriel is a gorgeous Goodyear. That may be the one that I have seen that I really kind of like. And and yeah, Goodyears are great. No, it's just I love my the Amicas. So would I get another Goodyear? Yeah. What else do I have going on? Hey, by the way, I did get a note from the IRS saying that if I don't get a refund by the end of the year, that I would get it next year with my tax return. What? Shit, Xenotica Elsini. I'll have to look that one up. Little Feet Dixie Chicken. I like good soul food. It's delicious. They opened up a soul food place near where I live. And maybe for my cheat meal this week, I'll go there to have dinner. And get some catfish, some greens. Hey, Sand Creek Aquatics, how are you? Room temperature. Room temperature, Jeffrey. They do not like being above. At least the Amica Splendas. I'm not speaking for all the Goodeids. Amica Splendas do not like being above 75 degrees. And if you want them to reproduce, you've got to keep them below it. So I keep my Amicas. It ranges from about 70 to 73. And I check that. I check it a couple of times a day. It's since I got home last night, yesterday afternoon from work, like around 2. My home's been 71 degrees since, but if I go and put the temp thing on it, there you go. And I understand the Amica Splendens, yeah, if they get into the 60s, they don't have an issue. So, and here's the thing: if you go on vacation in the winter and you're in a northern climate and you're gone for a few days, your fish are just going from there, but you drop the heat down to because you don't want to heat the place. You drop it down to like 60 for a few weeks, or for a few days as you're out of town. You'll get back and there'll be so much evaporation off the top of your aquariums. You either have to quickly do water changes or just top them off. With the Amicas, you won't have to worry about that all that much. Yeah, you keep your Goodeids on the floor, 68 to 72. There you go. It's typos are okay. We accept them. $74 degrees. Yep. The Amicas, they chase each other around really good, but they're really good with the babies. I was told, that don't worry the babies with them, etc. They really go after each other. I mean, they nip each other all over the place. Okay, hold on one second. I gotta blow my nose. One second, I'll be right back. I think we need a good hard freeze here so they can kill off some stuff. I blew my nose and your Alexa answered. There you go. You know, a lot of times people they go, well, it's tropical fish. You need to keep them at, near 80 degrees. That's just not the case. I keep my guppies. I have heaters in there that are set to 76. Works out just fine. Alice, you see that? You're welcome. I just keep giving by not blowing my nose on the live stream. I know that's popular. I know a lot of people love that, but no, I don't. My mama raised me better than that. My mother raised me better than that. Hard to believe. Hey, Doug. Okay, there you go. What now, Doug? What your fish? What temperature do they end up being at? Because I wanted to ask you about that, Doug. I'm going, well, do I, when I set up this new fish room, do I really need heaters? Oh, you keep the room around 75? Yeah. Do you use a space heater to keep that? Or you see, here's my problem. I don't like to keep the house anywhere above, 72. It's, and I like sleeping when it's cold. You have a Dayton forced air heater in the corner of the room. Maybe that's what I'll do in my whenever I get the money for my flooring in and get the flooring in, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, just looking at this and ooh, Granger has it. Tractor Supply Company has it. I don't live far away from it. Bring my dog over to Tractor Supply. About $300. There you go. Do you have natural gas, natty gas, Doug Ray? See, I don't have natty gas. I have electric. Electric heater, hardwired. Okay. I'll look into that. I'm all into looking for stuff and it's and also looking at to save money. And aren't we all in favor of saving money? By the way, thank you very much, Aquarium a Cop, for sharing my video. That's fantastic. Thank you. You had the house upgraded 200 amp service. Nice. Yeah, proper manners do. Yeah, that does what impresses the ladies. It certainly is. I have learned, and you may find this shocking. If you go up to a lady at a club, you're dancing away to Lizzo, and you go, "Hi, I'm Peter. Pull my finger." Doesn't work at all. Doesn't work at all. You just got some plants from Aquarium Co-op. They look amazing. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's a good etiquette. My mom was like a pit bull on that junk. We ate dinner, up to my high school time, as a family almost every night. And we sat at the table and you had to use those utensils properly. And she busted our chops, man, if we didn't hold that fork properly or the knife properly. If we didn't do things quite right, yeah, was on us as a kid, which has helped me because it's when I go and eat at people's homes. Now that I'm single and living on my own, I eat all my meals standing over the garbage disposal. And the cool thing about that is, if when you eat it, if something falls off your chin, it goes right in the garbage disposal. No muss, no fuss. One napkin, all in good shape. All in good shape all the way around. So my sister wants me to get a haircut. And I don't think we did as well. Yeah, he didn't dare burp or fart around the house. Anyone didn't dare say shut up. Oh yeah, that was the deal. If we said shut up, my mom would go bonkers. Bonkers, nutso. Crazy time. You only eat meals in the kitchen, no meals in the living room, bedroom, fish room, etc. Shut up was like F you now. Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? Southern mothers, oy vey. Right, Amy? Yeah, I'll tell you what. I grew up in Minnesota, so yeah, it's you will eat some hard pretzels in the living room as you watch Ancient Aliens. There has to be some good Ancient Aliens action going on today, hopefully. Grew up in the deep south of Mississippi. Then I'm going to say something, Sand Creek Aquatics. You tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, no, I'm in, Anthony. Send me an email. I'm in. I want to do this. I want to join you on the deal there. All right, so I'm going to tell you a Southern thing. You know what the difference is between soul food and country kitchen? Country cooking? Country cooking is what whites cook in the South. And soul food, foods primarily folks in the African American community. Here's the difference. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you go to a soul food place in Mississippi or Alabama, you get mac and cheese, barbecue, grits. You get black-eyed peas, greens. I love me some greens. All right, Anthony, be careful. You go to a country kitchen thing, same deal. Now, my black friends tell me, and there may be some truth to this. Hey, Jess, how are you? Is that soul food, the difference, not necessarily the ingredients, not necessarily there, is that it's made with love. And the other difference is when you go to a soul food place, is that it was required, if you go to a soul food place, that they have either grape drink or purple drink or red drink or cherry drink. Kool-Aid. So there you go. Yeah, no, it's just country cooking and southern cooking, basically the same thing. Well, I'll tell you what, Doug Gray, Cardi B, I'll let her announce our relationship. And what I like about her, she has a great use of the English language. Yep. Great use. All right, gang, it's 1:00. I think somebody's coming up here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. I'm gonna eat lunch and change some water and stuff. Adios, amigos.